Gee, Grandma, these hotcakes are certainly swell. I'm sure gonna miss your cooking when Jimmy and me start traveling. Just think, a whole year without any of your... Oh, I think that's Jimmy now. Hello, Jimmy. Everything's okay now, huh? Did you get the paper?
Huh.
It's Jimmy, Grandma. Come on in, Jimmy.
I don't want to come in. Let's sit out here. I want to talk to you.
What's the matter, Jimmy? Something wrong? Didn't you get the paper?
Yeah, I got it all right. That's what I want to talk to you about.
Oh. Oh, Grandma, me and Jimmy's gonna sit out here on the porch a minute. I think I got enough breakfast. Them 4 stacks of hotcakes ought to hold me for a little while, I guess.
Ain't on a diet or nothing, are you?
I know, Jimmy. I ain't on a diet. I just...
Well, never mind, never mind. Sit down, Bob, and get a load of this.
Oh, what's happened, Jimmy? Didn't the old guy go through with a deal?
Now, Bob, look, I'm your pal, ain't I?
Oh, sure. Why?
I don't want to see you get in no trouble, do I?
No, what happened?
You was kind of figuring on being part of that Frost family, wasn't you?
Yeah, sure. What's wrong with that?
Now, listen. That guy thinks we're a couple of tugs. He don't trust us. Do you want to get into a family like that?
Well,
You know that paper we was going to sign today, and the old man was going to write it.
yeah. Didn't he write it?
He wrote it. He wrote everything. He wrote stuff on that paper you wouldn't ask a couple of burglars to sign.
Why, Jimmy.
Now, listen. All we was going to do was sign a contract to buy that lot of his to build a surface station for ourselves, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then...
And then we was going out to look all over the gasoline stations in the United States so we would know how to put up a good one. That's what we was going to do, wasn't it?
Yeah, but...
All right.
Now, wait. He was going to put in there about me getting to marry his daughter if we save up $2,000 while we was on the trip.
Oh, that's not important.
Huh?
But he's got that in there, too. And he's got in plenty about Arachne's traveling agents for his patent tire puller. He didn't miss that.
Well, what then? That's all we wanted.
All right. Just listen. That guy puts in morality clauses.
Huh?
Imagine that. Morality clauses. Just as if he hadn't known us all our lives. Just as if we was a couple of guys out of the Hoskow.
Oh, Jimmy, he didn't mean nothing by
I
it.
tell you, Bob, that mug don't trust us. I ain't going through with no deal with no guy that don't trust us. I don't care so much for myself. But you've been a good kid all your life, and he knows it.
Sure, but...
He don't need to put in all those morality clauses for my partner. He says in his contract that we gotta make that dough by our own honest efforts. Honest. Can you imagine that? Was we ever dishonest? I never see no medals on that guy for his integrity.
His what?
His integrity, for his telling the truth.
Oh, that. Oh, yeah.
And wait till I tell you another one. He says we can't involve ourselves in any scandal, morally or financially. Can you beat that? When I read that, I was all burned up. Now the deal's off and I'm all through and I ain't going.
Oh, Jimmy, that's going pretty far, ain't it? We gotta go.
We ain't gotta go nothing of the kind. I'm gonna settle right down here in little old Elizabeth, New Jersey, and get my old job back driving the ice wagon.
Oh, but Jimmy, there ain't no money in driving an ice wagon anymore. With all these new electric...
I used to make plenty in the old days.
Yeah, well, maybe that's why Frost put in them morality clauses.
Is that so? Frost. I can get along with that guy. I don't need no morality clauses. So you think we was a couple of wantons?
What?
You think we was a couple of wantons?
Well, we are, ain't we?
We are what?
We're wanting.
What?
Well, we're wanting a service station. We're wanting to take this trip. Gee, Jimmy, I'm wanting that girl, too. Wanting her bad.
Oh, you don't understand. A couple of wantons. W-A-N-T... a couple of bad guys. Wantons.
Oh, yeah, I see.
That guy Frost, he's a bad egg. And he ain't gonna get what he's wanting, neither. What are you taking them apples?
Well, Jimmy...
Honesty, morality. You and me, you think we was going around the country cracking safes?
Oh, now, Jimmy, you shouldn't ought to get so mad like this. Old man Frost is just looking out for his daughter. Gee, you'd do the same thing if you had a swell daughter like Elizabeth. Besides, Jimmy, we gotta go on this trip. We can't lay down now. Gee, I promised Elizabeth. And besides, I made arrangements with Eddie Dolan to mow our lawn here for Grandma while I was gone. And besides, I got those new rubber-soled shoes to wear on the trip. And besides...
Look. The girl loves you, don't she?
Yeah, sure, Jimmy. Why?
Well, if she loves you, and I ain't sure that she does, she'll understand. If she don't love you, it don't make no difference. And besides, you'll be right here, and you can't tell what that guy Frost will say about you when you get away. So you're better off not to go anyway.
Oh, we gotta go. I promised my grandma, and besides...
Besides what?
Well, besides...
Go on. Understand, I'm being patient, would you?
Well, and besides, the man said it was an excellent opportunity, and that he wouldn't do it for anybody except me, and then he said he'd throw the tools in, and besides, you said we couldn't walk all around the United States, and...
What's this?
Well, Jimmy, you said we couldn't walk around the United States.
So, you went and bought an automobile.
What?
You went and bought an automobile.
Well,
Before you get the contract signed.
Yeah, but you said...
Before you get the option on the lot.
Yeah, but didn't you say...
Before you even ask me.
Yeah, well, now, Jimmy, didn't you say we couldn't walk around the United States?
Did I ask you to buy an automobile with or without tools?
I didn't ask you, did you ask me to buy an automobile? I asked you, didn't you tell me we couldn't walk around the United States? That's what I asked you, Jimmy. Now, did you or didn't you say we couldn't walk around the United States?
The minute you start doing the thinking for us, we get in a jam. Look, if we're going to make this trip around the United States, and I ain't saying that we are, I'll do the thinking.
Oh, look, Jimmy, just look.
Look at what?
Look at what's standing out at the curb. Look at that.
I seen it when I come up. There ought to be a law against people leaving junk around in the streets.
Oh, now, Jimmy, you're kidding. That's our automobile. I paid $35 for it.
$35 of our dough for that?
Oh, Jimmy, look at it first. Look now. Ain't she a dandy?
She might have been once, just after the Civil War. I'll bet the General Grant...
Oh, now, Jimmy, please quit your kidding, will you? The guy said it was in first-class shape. I drove it myself last night, right up to the house, right up to the door here. It runs swell.
No, it don't look so good from here. But come on, let's get a load of it closer up.
Yeah, come on down by the curb and come on. There now. There, see? Well, what do you think of it now, huh?
I've seen worse, but I can't remember where.
Hey, it's a Model T.
T, yeah. T for terrible.
Oh, please, Jimmy, will you not be kidding like that? Come on, get in. Sit down and see how nice and soft them seats are. You know, you're going to be riding all over the United States in that. Go on, Jimmy. Please get in, will you? Here, I'll open the door for you. Oh, gee. I guess I pulled the door off.
You guess you pulled the door off. You bounced it off my toe.
Excuse me.
For $25. $25 and the door falls off the first time a human hand lays on it.
Oh, please, Jimmy, get in, will you? Oh, this is nothing. I can fix this. It's got nothing to do with the running of it. Get in, Jimmy, will you, please?
All right.
There.
Well, it ain't so bad.
Now, come on, Jimmy. Let's go on over to Old Man Frost and sign a contract, will you? Here, hold this door on your lap, will you?
Hey, did you notice the size of my lap?
No, why?
Oh, nothing. I was just wondering if you was gonna expect this lap of mine to hold everything that falls off this car.
Oh, there you go again. Now, come on. Let's go and sign the contract. Oh, and on the way, we can stop at the garage and get the tools.
What tools?
Well, the tools that the man threw in with the car when I bought it.
And you didn't get them?
Well, yeah. He just forgot to throw them in. I forgot to get them.
Oh.
Well, when I got home, I didn't have them. That is, I forgot to look for them. I mean, a guy phoned up this morning, and he said he forgot to give them to me. But if we'd stop by, he said he'd give me the tools.
For $35 and he forgets the tools.
Well, I guess I was a little excited. Listen, Jimmy.
Yeah, it works.
Sure it works. Oh, boy, am I excited now? Here we go. We'll sign a contract, and tomorrow we start on our trip all over the United States.
You better go by and get them tools. Something tells me we're gonna need them. Bad.